So I went out and got myself a copy of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I almost died. Not from the sun, trust me, I'm not Robert Patterson. But when I booted up the game to see it was well optimized for PC, that was a first. And I honestly believe this COD has to be the best optimized one for PC gaming, even better than COD 4. But I thought I'll tell you guys my first impressions of the game, and do I believe it's worth the $60. Now they did add a few cool new features into the game, and improved on ones from previous CODs. For example, they really improved character customization, and the Pick 10 system from Black Ops 2 is now the Pick 13 system, which I find to be better. There's slots for everything now. I can take attachments from my primary and my secondary and don't have to sacrifice one over the other. Now, something that I think has been the most impressive new thing that they have added was a firing range in the loading screen while you wait for a game. Why don't more games have this? I believe it has to be the best improvement to making your time while waiting for a game useful. I absolutely love this feature. You can test out guns and also warm up and improve your accuracy before you go into a real game, because that's very important in first-person shooter games. So this is one of my first few games. I'm not really good at COD anymore, still getting used to it. I did play a little bit of Black Ops 2 leading up to this, but that didn't help much, because everything has changed. There's now even a field of view slider. It only goes to 90, but thank Jesus. So if you're wondering, you don't have to play COD like you're looking through a telescope. But if you're also wondering the pace of the game, it's very fast. Like, there is action everywhere. I mean, like, this is COD, but it's very surprising to see people moving. Maybe Ghost has spoiled that. Seeing that you die a lot slower, it's very easier to rush. And if you do rush, you do have to worry about your footsteps. They are a bit louder in this game, but most likely someone is going to hear your exosuit instead of your footsteps. Now there is a perk that you can know in this game. Dead Silence has actually been changed to an exo ability. So there is an exo ability that you can use to cloak your footsteps. But the thing about exo abilities is that they only last for 30 seconds, so you have to really make it count. And you really do have to adapt to your exosuit, because if you don't, the people who play 24/7, who have actually took the time to adapt to their exosuit and their new mobility, will absolutely smash you, and I am one of those guys. So if you don't actually want to play with me and all the rest of the people, you can actually play Classic, which is a playlist where there is no exosuit, and it's pretty much just a base game of COD. I really do enjoy the exosuit, so most of my time is just going to be spent in the standard playlist. Now, there are a variety of weapons in game, but the best part of it is that they're not bloat weapons. There's not as many as in previous games, but each rifle has a clearly defined use. It's best in class for some perk that it has, whether that's range or mobility. There's a clear definition to what it needs to do. Now, my final keynote for multiplayer, which I believe to be the most important thing when it comes to first-person shooters, is connection. How is connection in this game? I will say it is mediocre. It could be improved. It may even be patched in later. But there are still instances where I feel that I should have killed someone and they didn't drop. But the time to kill really takes care of that. I didn't notice it too often, but it definitely can be improved. Now, I know not everyone plays for the multiplayer, so I'm going to kind of separately review the campaign and the Exo Survival game mode. Now, I haven't put any hours into the campaign, and I wouldn't want to spoil that for you, but in the coming days, I will show you the first mission of campaign, probably in a secondary video. But the Exo Survival is another thing that was added to kind of cream on to Advanced Warfare. And my review of Exo Survival is that it's really an add-on. is not the greatest thing in Advanced Warfare. It could be greatly improved. The lack of a storyline really makes you kind of just think it could have been so much more. Exo Survival really has no explanation of what's going on. You just are there to survive. It does do a great job at giving you the feeling of needing to stay alive and teamwork. Surprisingly, teamwork in a CoD game. Oh my god, what has the world come to? But thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to know if I think it's worth the $60, I will say surprisingly yes. If the campaign is what they advertise it as, Kevin Spacey is even in it. I heard it is pretty good. So with the bomb campaign and a really bomb multiplayer, the multiplayer is amazing. I will say it's my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer yet. Oh, let's count the people who called me a COD fanboy now. But Sledgehammer, you really nailed it. Kudos to you. Good job. And I look forward to seeing you develop your next Call of Duty game and hopefully your own secondary game mode, please. If I need to suggest things, it's battle in space, survival dinosaurs, anything. Just really branch out and become your own thing. Anyway guys, that is my first impressions. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a rating and even leave a comment. Tell me your opinions on Advanced Warfare so far. So I'll see you guys later. Stay creative, guys.